Hi and welcome to Nick's Tips. Today we're going to talk about downswing. This is where the work that you've put in on your backswing in the previous weeks comes to fruition, and it will decide whether you're going to hit a good shot or a bad shot. So we're going to talk through what happens in what order during the downswing. So from the top of the backswing, the first thing we need to do is to feel as though those hips make a lateral movement 3 to 4 inches across. Now I see a lot of guys, they've watched golf on telly and they know that the hips need to clear in the downswing, and they do this immediately without making the lateral move. And what this does, if you just clear your hips without moving them laterally, you're going to steepen the club and you'll end up coming across it and slicing it. So if you compare that to what happens with a lateral movement of the hips, that gives this right shoulder a chance to drop, and it will bring the right elbow back into the side of the body, and that club will drop into that position we talked about last time, where the shaft is pointing towards the ball or just outside of it. So that's a key point in the downswing, is you must start with the lateral movement of the hips. So you'll feel that those hips will move almost at the same time as the arms, so they're working in complete harmony. Now, if we take downswing on the next day, so you'll see I've got a shaft which is running along my target line. So I finish my backswing, I drop the club into that first position, lowering that right shoulder. If I unwind a bit further, when I get to this point here, so the shaft is parallel to the ground, it should also be parallel to my target line. If you get to this position and your club's over here, you're going to be a slicer, so your club's going to work across it. If you get to this position and your club's here, you're probably a better player, but you're going to block it or hook it. Once you've got to this position, the final bit of the downswing involves a straightening of the left leg, which pulls that left hip out of the way. Your club will continue to approach the ball, and when you get to impact, you'll see how my hips are now in this open position, but they open at that point in the swing, not immediately as you start your downswing. So I'll just run through the sequencing once more. So we finish the backswing, we start down with a lateral movement of the hips 3 to 4 inches at the same time as we lower that right shoulder and bring that right elbow into the side of the body. From here we then straighten the left leg, we continue the unwinding, check our club's position here, and we can deliver it to the golf ball. I'd suggest you work on these movements very slowly, because the further on in the golf swing you work on something, the quicker the club is moving and the harder it is to control your body movements. So work on them slowly, and as you improve your downswing, you should improve your shots. See you next time.